Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you were one of the half a dozen people that watched my video yesterday, you would know that I'm making a zombie survival guide for that incident in Florida that I recently found out had nothing to do with zombies. No way! Anyways, I'm still gonna do it because I've been wanting to do it for a while, even if it doesn't get that many views. Basically, I'm going to go over weapons with you today. And when I say weapons, I don't mean guns. I don't own guns. Because I'm 14. But not to worry, because guns are actually the kind of thing in a zombie apocalypse that you want to stay away from unless you come across the extremely rare suppressor. Of course, suppressors go to certain guns. So again, those make them even 10 times worse. So you'd have to be something like a Coast Guard or in the Army to get your hands on those. But some of you that watch this may watch The Walking Dead. And in The Walking Dead, of course, they use guns and they use them appropriately. That means like they don't just kill every little thing that they see with guns. They're very quiet. And they use melee weapons not to attract the very quiet world filled with infected. So today I'm going to go over melee weapons. And then I'm gonna probably show you tomorrow my gun part of the segment. Of course, using guns that I can just name you and possibly show pictures of, which I will show pictures of. This first melee weapon is a axe hammer kind of thing. It's very cool. See right here is the hammer point. It's about 2, 3, maybe 3.5 pounds. So, sort of heavy with one arm to be swinging back and forth, which is why I'm going to explain to you what this should be used for. As you could possibly see, I grinded the blade down a little bit. I'm not really good with grinding, but I tried. This is the kind of breaking and entering weapon. See this window? Pop! Just breaks it. You get in. So this is that kind of thing that while you're trying to break down a door or break down a window, you're going to use this to, kill whatever infected's next to you or behind you. Other than that, it's really heavy. It can hurt your shoulder and arm if you use it too fast. The blade gets stuck in an infected skull. You're just going to be sitting there trying to take this really heavy object out of it. This blunt part's good for breaking, also good for, killing the infected, like an aluminum baseball bat, which I would show you, but I don't play baseball, so I don't have one. But my dad does, which doesn't matter. But aluminum baseball bats are also great weapons because they don't break nearly as easily as wooden baseball bats, and they're blunt, so they don't get stuck, hopefully, unless you swing it a really weird way. So now I'm going to go into the next thing. Your normal, everyday hammer doesn't even need to be that big. This is about 8 ounces. Bam, 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 bam. Really easy. Again, the blunt thing helps a lot. So does this with small boards. But this part's not as important as this part. If you read the Walking Dead comics at all, Tyrese, who you meet in issue 2, or volume 2, I should say, which is about 8 issues in one, uses a hammer. And as you can see, it's very sufficient. It's very strong because of the iron. This one might be steel, but either way, it's very good to have and very easy to get your hands on. This one is a little different, but it's sort of like the first weapon that you saw. I don't even know the name of it. Is a mixture of the hammer and this hatchet. This is a cobalt ash hatchet with a fiberglass handle and rubber grip right here. Fiberglass handle. It's a steel blade, forged steel. Pretty sharp. About a 6 out of 10 with sharpness. Like, it could cut, but it doesn't cut like just from rubbing your skin against it. So you're very safe. I'm gonna grind it, but maybe later. I want to get used to it. It's 1.25 pounds. Or 0.5 kilograms for you people that use the metric system. America doesn't often. I love hatchets. They're cool. If again, watch. Not really watching The Walking Dead because Rick doesn't use it that much in the show, but in the comics, this kind of thing is his weapon of choice besides that Magnum. A hatchet again. You get this kind of thing stuck in the skull, it's very, you know, especially with the high adrenaline in your body, if you're facing a zombie, you're gonna be like, you're just gonna rush away from it. You're not even gonna bother to stay with it that long. So, definitely the kind of thing that you could use to chop wood very quietly, because, as you know, chainsaws are the worst possible thing for cutting wood, especially in a zombie apocalypse. In a zombie apocalypse only. Without zombies around, they're fine. They're great. They're better than this. Moving on to the crowbar. This crowbar happens to be great for me because I'm about 57 inches tall, about 4 foot and a half. You know, it's very light. I used electric tape, which is the tape of choice for me, because once it's piled on top of itself, it's very soft and good for grip. Like this iron thing, just the iron holding onto it wouldn't work for me. It's a one-handed one. It's about the size of the screen almost, a little bigger. As you know, the prongs, good for right there. Also, great utility weapon. You can just put it in the boards, pop them out. You can get into places easier. This thing is good for shivving the zombies in the head, of course. But my favorite part of the crowbar to hit a zombie with would be this part right here, because this part won't get stuck in their head. It's the same as what I was telling you earlier with the hammer. It just bash and you're done. Bash and you're done. You know, very simple. I use this electric tape with a lot of my weapons, grip-wise. Like on this hammer thing again. You can barely tell, but this is all electric tape. I have a sword. Not with me right now. It's downstairs. Forgot about it, actually. It's like a pirate sword, but very thick. It's, but again, unless you have like a really sharp katana, much like, again, Michonne from The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman, the creator of it, really covered everything in that, you know. Katanas are great because they just slice right through, quick and simple. Again, though, I don't like bladed melees because if you get them stuck, they're gone. Like, unless it's just that one, maybe 3 zombies at most, especially if you're by yourself, you know, you get them stuck, you're not gonna have time, nor, you know, like, you're not gonna have time to take it out. You just won't. But, tomorrow, well, tonight I'm gonna print up some pictures of good guns that you can either easily get your hands on, or good guns that are just something that we can only hope and dream for in a zombie apocalypse. Alright. I think that's it. Okay, see you tomorrow.